Yada wasema makwa ba yesiesia ene yedi nkomo na mitu se anomano ensam no doso ewo krom ha ene ya yetrase na yedie ene edai ampaya ebedwa se to obi ebisa se edian ana ekoso ewo Ghana ha edian ana yede aguna kwemu a eboa moman no ede ntoma papa ede efra na Dr. Kwabena Dufo ede NDC amanyokuo ni nyina akokogina koto yes say amanfo esusu se aha ye piapia dufo no eduru ho bia yakase dufo eno NDC eno na waye no eno ayamanfo sema wo keka saa sema hodo nyina no ene abobo na so so a enedai ye de esomo ewo Gumbe show jumadi so metwa ho aba ya ba betrase ye de nkomo.
Hey, why fish? Someone you would know. And the man who say I can't want some. Who can't papa can see ya no baha. None nasa tataya or Casano didn't sakatana. Anne, but we didn't say Papa.
Matilda Mokanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule sadaroma, and I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why a nice Sankasa, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsule. A woman bought your dear for Sunny would be Pedrianum. Now a boss is a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or restaurant, will be a target and temper. Gas is young, a macra, a mania movement of future. A twitch will walk to what you're a Vian, a friend and Hoyan.
Anti as no Spanish Jinko capsules, Hana.
Spanish Jinko, and no day in Nura, watch your free, Jinko below, and soya oil moon. And my watch you must daho.
Martin says a anti-aging and a good retentive memory.
Now you're on a henny.
Antec Herba Center for and then the pharmacist can make an herba shop. A painful about more money for them because in feeding you and come. FDA, Ag, a dreading cratry.
You can get discounts of up to 15% off. We provide customized solutions for your events with our event planning and catering services. Buy your well-stocked hampers from us at great prices. Best Wine is also a major distributor of ex-natural mineral wine, caliber of wine and liquor at its best.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia e dia tre medjuma yimu
kai kra mabre ni ye bosia ato taxi fufu Suhum Rural Bank
Yema mwakwa baba Suhum Rural Bank ye won hyehyɛ ahodo bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia ekoko bosia susu account and that's all our savings account me bada chain savings account and then the keka home. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Now one so what to me aka say.
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crash.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit AutoChecks at Koforodia Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks, check.
AutoChecks, your safety, our priority.
Check, AutoChecks.
Yadama say yasai ema makwa ba Ghana for yesia ya yedi nkomo ene edai ede fade ekoso ewo Ghana ha ensama hodo ya asisie eno ena ye wuramu edi nkomo ede afa hwe na ensam ne bi ene say Dr. Kwabena Dufo ene edai wagina so askwa sama wo man court ba tan no anase wakwa sama eye NDC amanyoku wo free mu no ewo court na wonwa wode wo mo akọ court no eni wode wono Dr. Kwabnetufo 14th 3rd close airport residential area ho en wote wono ye plaintiff no na wode ye general secretary ye National Democratic Congress Fifi Kote wode no akọ court wode the director of election the director election directorate National Democratic Congress wode wono so akọ court afei wode owura John Dramani Mahama nso ade no akwa kogina court the same court no ano wode owura John Dramani Mahama ade no akwa kogina court ana afei wode owura Kojobo nsunso aka rate na ho ade ono so kogina court ana afei wode Electoral Commission of the Republic of Ghana nso ade aka ho asi wo mo nyina court na samu bekaya before see ya beto aba no na eye huhu ya na amafo ekeka say owura Kwabredufuo enya wade injunction e de beto abato no a ya ba beto no so na sa injunction no a na amafo ekeka say owura Dufuo enya wade taabo e de beto so no e be ya say o enokre enya nokre enokre enya nokre na eno e na krata aba no na mama yentie krata ni musam kakra na afi yenhwe was say an action having been commenced against you by the issue of this writ by the above named plaintiffs Dr. Kwabnetufo, you are hereby commanded that within 8 days after service of this writ on you inclusive of the day of service you do cause an appearance to be entered for you, the General Secretary of the NDC and 4 others. And take notice that in default of your so doing, judgment may be given in your absence without further notice to you, the General Secretary, NDC, and 4 others. Dated at the end date at the Asheho and Womade Abba. Na Dr. Kwabnetufo a statement of claimant what they abanini was a declaration that the photo album register issued by the first and the second defendant by the plaintiff on the 4th May 2023 as the primary document for conducting the internal presidential election of the National Democratic Congress on the 13th of May 2023 is incomplete and inaccurate. B. An order directing the first and the second defendants to prepare and deliver a complete and accurate photo album register to the plaintiff and other presidential aspirants of the National Democratic Congress at least 5 weeks ahead of the election to enable the aspirants carry out the needed verification of the photo album register. Another one, an injunction, an injunction restraining the first, second, and the 5th. The first, General Secretary. Second, the Director of Elections. And the 5th, Electoral Commission. 5th defendant from conducting the internal presidential elections of the National Democratic Congress on 13th of May, pending compliance with relief superior. Okay? I say D cost a car wabobiano, Yansame Triamano. And some E, any other relief, the Honorable Court, a deem fit. Wait, and someone, Dr. Kwabnetufo, when they are court, and the etia amanyokua, your friend NDC. But woman yenina assembly so na yenin komo kakra emfamfa de ekoso no ho. Number 1, obi a wo ho kwan say yabakọ ahoma so ni akwakwadi komo mesramo mama course no nya fast mama na fei you how to go because me person me delay much about this issue no a lot of things I was say the casa e de fa na asem ni enkomo ni Dr. Kwabena Dufour a great service to the party or a great service to Ghana as a whole. Number 1, aka 4 days to election. Na Dr. Kwabena Dufour ehu na say ebia wawa woye ni dodium say kokot ebetumi aboa mama nyoku efre no NDC agina ne naso at eyentitimu and watete party no. For the first time presidential aspirant me and the political party a owom akokot any 4 days to election and then put the eyes to eti aka wachira Wednesday ya yebesi mu nyame yaduma aka Thursday, Friday and Saturday, so roughly wachira ka ho 4 days to election. What the party no akwa court. Na ensama okeka ani ne watratre no na me ba be fe. Number 1, me kanu na asisudu ya say Owura John Dramani Mahama, who is going to be the flag bearer of the party, and Crofobia a child Dr. Dufour Wessia. Our otan kroji Adima Owura John Dramani Mahama. And I will me bubo biso kakra our inside politics so. Na metwa so akwanim kakra. Adenti and Owura John Dramani Mahama na also leading NDC party. And NDC as a political party nkwa and they are interested in the coming back of John Dramani Mahama. No. Now why were you so interested in the second coming of Owura John Dramani Mahama? No? Aye. Ghana for. Many more kwa video bia kwa indo ho aka. Na mama yentie kwa indo ho say anyanyambia Dr. Dufour no dinati no. Ani watan no wa wama Owura John Dramani Mahama no. Aya because of say JM anya competent ana aya hatred ana kwa indo ho. Adema Owura JM tia amena kwa di Dr. Dufour ti. Ye kwatie kwa indo ho. Kwa indo ho aka asem bia eti asem no me wura hoye me wura ho me ho na me bisa se so eti kwa indo ho no woni ana ananyo no mini anum Ghana for kwa indo ho hatred for Owura John Dramani Mahama and then we am kind me si so biem me say company for me within the party company for me within the party and Owura John Dramani Mahama on my beam. At the grassroots, a form of one, and don't know woman jam no, and you're solid. Some of us are doing this work not purposely because of say we are members of NDC, but because of say you nimsa Owura John Dramani Mahama and no bet to me turning the economy around. Me say, some of us are doing this thing or this work not just because of say we know say and we are members of NDC. No. And we are doing this thing because we know say John Dramani Mahama and we bet to me turning the economy around. Mini Ghana for Tia sama kokwa indo ho waka tia ni ye join me Facebook. A TVSYZ. Facebook ni a TVSYZ. Join me. Na share video no. Nana. And sembesi. Yen kwati ekoko endo.
Yen tu ohina akonwa so. Ensan fanin be see akonwa so. Eye no me. Another one spiritually is that this sword that we hold, that the presidents hold to swear the oath of office. Pastor, spiritually, you can hold it only twice. Jerry Rawlings held it twice, 92, 96. President Kufuor held it twice, 2000, 2004. President Mills held it once, he died, he left. John Mahama, on the 9th of 24th July, 2012, you held the sword of state and you swore an oath. On the 7th of January 2013, you held the sword of state and swore an oath. You held it twice. Why do you want to hold it 3 times and be a curse upon the country? He cannot. Nana Addo has held it twice. He can't hold it the 3rd time. Why does John Mahama think that Ghana was created for him and that he will come and mess the nation up spiritually and physically? It won't happen.
A sickness, a complete madness. Aya yare and a koko indo ho yare na dwene na bofam enya adwuma because obi ana dwene ya adwuma enka seven mpedi asasa kwase asem onka da what you and now you live like a king brabo tiba kan you owura John Dramani Mahama wayama wo beka mo bi antie no bi ahu say what time wo the time no and your time ya ho ya ye kokoi do ho kreti ama no o tai ene ahoya sa kaba no a ma fomo I will party your quarters. Yes, some of you ya ma sasia and you know a certain kababi ababo mutiri so na mo bebre pa sana dia wo ka spiritual say sa akofuna no a yesomu no obi asomu mienu amran ya sesa to ho say e wo sa wo somu mienu amran nka say ensa so obi somu miensa anobi bo somu nan koku suyanyansa sa wo ka sunsum nsam de ya ene ya me ka tire wo say wo mpade ye wonam ho no sunsum what it kura samale obia wo tumi kotuni funu no me ben na chen we no me ben na chen we wama be jira ho be kase akofra no ye somu mienu yes send obi su somu ba ko ye no me utie ensama won kanwa nyansa bia nim asama kwakwa indo ho kan ye no nyansa bia nim eye jimie complete watanya wo mo wura John Dramani Mahama nti eno no sabe mprediasa nyansa ban bi we mu so ye somu ba ko ena ye somu yenu ena we ye somu yenu na John Mahama think say jamoma ne kretima no kwakwa indo ho sa tumi no a wunya ye no wunya ne biam utumi frɛ bi wo mobile phone so no wayi na di radio so utumi ka Hesmas row unya sa power ni biem tani ahoya ya wo mo wura John Dramani Mahama no tama na jam waye vice president obuo ben na wo ma no wabra na odi Professor Milsechi what was the kind of respecter na wo mo wura John Dramani Mahama you are crying more than they bereave. Okwa indo ho you are crying more than they bereave. Professor Mesabusia for kranya den ni la tevanda pemwa wa mu kofa wo be dwan NDC wa mu kofa wo abeka Professor Mills ho no wa mu kura no wa mu nya de wo yi wate wa mu kura no wa mu nya de tantanta ya wo yi aka mu ku a anka John Dramani Mahama obedi NDC anim de aka PP fo mfa. That's the reason why tia MPP abom mu bi pa ani sika ani amamo someone from Emma delegates Now, delegate, no, I am telling you today, any candidate we are the party no be koko to be ano. One no party no, MPP na abon pa. MPP and abo send pan pa. MPP na abon pa. So when we party no. What here sama koko in the hoka. The reason why ya 1% John Dramani Mahama Bennie what the curse about minus. What the curse about minus. And now do not cook for this year, Conyason Castle, the curse about my soul. Or may bra ye bre, problem I nemu. Or how the gadgina ye nemu. Come on, now you're cleaning was a bank or saying. And now you live in a mansion, you live in a castle. What do a minor to me some perfect? And I'm your mind said yamupe. And you people think say collaborating with MVP with the straight NDC. Lie. It's a lie. Samuko kwa in the home margin and say money MPP a kabom. Ya money MPP na shibom. Kwa in the home. Money MPP na shibom no. Ura John Dramani Mahama na wakoma pa. Ura John Dramani Mahama and wakoma pa. Tanya huwa ya broni baye na semu mubima. No be to me kase mekoye na mekoye no ya mami yayi ya mami biscuit ya mami tea ya mami biscuit amoso bia ya force kona kwa abato so we ya and now na we personal advisor adumadufu adwe ban and na wo tim obi a ya use kwa abato so wo sem kwanum tea kwa biscuit broni baye Ghana and ye nyeguma ya bre no. What? And ye nyeguma ya bre no. Woman pani akufo do bae no. Wangu me bank o. Sikani kura me nibi. Wangu me bank. Woman pani akufo do bae no. Wan say me company o. Me nibi mpan wase no. Ayamu a aburo ne baye no ewo mutimu no mu na munyuma guguo. Mu aka mu kwa ka Ghana Amma power biem no muna munyuma guguo anyame adwuma gu ya madwuma nsaye and ebe hantu forever woni amudie no because wo bia kwetena ba bi ya na dwene ne say wo mu yi sika and support contractors aya adwuma eto wi John Dramani Mahama tama no ho no na nke wo say sa sika no a Womani ma contractors ye adwuma no na nke wo so tua na German tua sika no anase bank no anase bi o man no entumi tua sika no na ban sesa baaye etie na John Dramani Mahama so na ma ne banks ekọ bankrupt ma ban no beto ye emi egu ne bank etie ne sade a John Mahama na chiwade ye ngunu ye ntuni mfrade so nsam ni bi no nsam a womunam kurom a womo keka no bi no Tanya hoya ya bro because I was say Owura John Dramani Mahama banks was support to contractors yama loans ama contractors dia ya adwuma etiabredu ya na nke was say NDC aban etua sa sika no supervised by Owura John Dramani Mahama no yentua Etiama banks no scan kwani contractors no ho na na do so ba ye wantua ye hwa bank no futuo mu so no na sika nim so wa go the bank etia ye jambom e na go ne bank ama na do be bank no itene sade a ye ngu na nim ase ensamo mo keka na okurum no menuanom ma menkasam no kora mfa nkyere mo se de wanyame yesira no ne wasira no Nyame sira no ya moni dua Nyame sira no ya moni dua ana meka say second panimfo bia e wan dis ya manyokuo mu a aka John Dramani Mahama o mabiam na yame de se jemba wo ba no o mamma panim bia but wo ba ma grassroots no wo ba ma Ghana be yie Wura John Dramani Mahama beba amema bunu no enso afili part of the government. Wura John Dramani Mahama beba amema bunu afili say we are part of the nursing building. Eti no Wura John Dramani Mahama woba. What? Yakwa homa so na ye ni deputy communications officer akogan akwa twenkomo na ahomte Malik akwaba hello
Minia.
Ya Malik akwabo
Mejozo.
Minia na umpo mboko de
Guzu kakra da brena ya bre.
Ai ejuma no de sa
ejuma no so.
Very good. Malik Roma yehu krata bia enenam social media na etresa Dr. Dufour na wode injunction ade ababeto abato a nyame ya aduma 13th May ya ababeto eso Roma sa krata yi party aba headquarters Monsaka ana yenyan savomo
Minia to the best of my knowledge, almost every part, na we share rate of sermons na enya dia yamfana say ya yegu headquarters ho yesuru enya dia omode ba ni bi obi twane ana obi tete tena ho omode ba and to the best of my knowledge, party na Saka.
Roma boyemu kakra na yase akomni nkyeremu dia na wo krata no omode ba ye ne mu ankasa.
You see, Minia, Yedikai, elections na yekono. Na there is no society, there is no human society about war anthem perfect. Won't me enyan 100%.
Yeah.
Nemum, you must do it to the extent that obi biara or sabat no be sufficient with the processes are.
Very good.
10 years after the elections, obi akuma beton him. Na results will be declared no. Obeji to mu pepe.
Yeah.
Now we share the elections are ye kumia. This is the first time NBC your cases to be said we will have a photo album. 10 years, obi baso betwaba. We will not have instances where obi beba na ebienyo numpo eno ba na yakofo before fraba na wabeto ashe nipa ni bimu. And just because there is no picture to verify it becomes very difficult to undertake such a measure. Inti ye adwen say ye the photo album beba na obia it's just a matter of verifying the face of the person to what you have on the register. Into that aside, that was accepted and the processes had begun. Yes, here. Constituency be bring wa. Yes, from say obianfa the branch executives. From we delegates, pictures and fan send them national. The national linking quality this particular photo album.
Okay.
So many constituencies brought here. Some others, they were winning. I mean, there are times I'll be free Bimpo and Bimuti overseas into more photos, into more chairmanaba. So it created a lot of delays in the processes, even in the parliamentary exercise. Sorry, at the national time, national elections, the time now can register no bampo. Not register no just because they were delayed in collating all these names.
Good.
And we live in a human institution. Obia to be a mistake. If any mistake, we only correct it and we move on. In this particular instance, consequence is not the only day in our buy. It will interest you to know that even Kubewu, Dr. Dufour, at Twaba is free. Kubewu for register delay.
Wow.
Kubewu, because they couldn't collate the pictures on the register.
Okay.
And all these things, processes delayed, and they brought it to Accra. Now, so at the time, the National Elections Directorate took a decision that even though we hadn't compiled the entire register, no, didn't mean say, oh, just because you were 99%, I got 1%. You bet my 1% now account.
Yeah.
And some of the register no at the aspirants. So when we do that, we haven't been paid to the aspirants.
Yeah.
What we have now, we will call for a meeting. Nani ayewono ye the aspirants. So that as and when the remaining ones come on board, we will only have to update the register, and then they will use it in whatever elections. They are going into.
Very good.
So Pepe Emma, you register na ayewono ye the aspirants. The Amfama Yura Dr. Dufon Kwao, the Makojobo to be Emma Excellency John Dramani Mahama. What is in the hands of Dr. Dufo is the same thing that is in the hands of John Mahama and the same thing in the hands of Kojobo. But in this particular instance, two candidates have been so satisfied with whatever we have given them. Kojobo Wohoi on complaining. John Mahama Wohoi on complaining. Why is it that we have a situation where just one aspirant has written a letter to headquarters seeking information on the remaining constituencies?
Okay.
And just when he wrote a letter seeking that information, he had already gone to court seeking an injunction.
Wow.
In the headquarters, what I can say is that meetings are going on. And then we want the matter to be addressed.
Okay.
And I believe it will be addressed amicably because we have over 330,000 delegates in this particular election.
Wow.
They have investment. On Saturday, behind at the branch executive, district capitals,
yeah.
And bookings have been made. Maybe Uncle be better. Maybe more in advance. And just one decision, one decision by one person to go to court and stop the whole procedure can disenfranchise Uncle or more about Muno. And that will become a very difficult situation for us to handle. What we can say as the preliminary comments are that we know for a fact that Yamia Tom Inshallah, on Saturday, we will go into the election.
Very good.
What I can say too is that there are meetings ongoing.
Okay.
And at the end of the meetings, it be and on Saturday, will be the smoothness level. That is what I can assure everyone.
Very good. Malik, and that was say. Papa. Malik Basinteli, and I want me to my the sesi ano se abatoɔ no se de tie bia no memene da ebeba so bia ni hɔ a ebetumi atwintwa yana mu aduane amanfo ano ade na sefo enya ka yebeto aba no esan se yentumi emmɔ kan koto aba mpre no emeto parliamentary nwie ema yenkɔ koto presidential no yentumi mmɔ saaka no iti party no ebe take a decision and said you can ye no party ni wo mu a ye take a decision on some of the issues and also ebobo empa wadaroma also wo a wo hwe me e wa chichiri ne benche no akasima ba saduo no me pese wo ba na ye di nkomo esa se me wo ebra ni bia me ne beko okay asia kusu a ye ba be di nkomo no me bia phone lines atum na me ne wo abon nkomo ye gusu a ye kono ano so no ye bo homode se ensa beka ye Joseph Yami na ye ne no atumi akọ ye saka ye Joseph Yami e wa homa so ye ne no enkokọ twe nkomo we national organizer Edema party. Yellow Joseph Yami wada Roma nyumere yamwa kwaba.
Mejoso oyena.
Na wumpo mbokode.
Oh, nana nyame kwaye ne die akakufu ade die.
Ya da nyame yas. Ene hodi ya mecha kakra.
Hodi mecha. Nyame mehuta mecha.
Yellow wada Roma anyumere ya tetete nsem bia. Emsa yanya ya chitafo ne die yakoma. Ye abubu anesa. The yatete akyere say abato anyame ya adomo a memene da ya boboa ye ho a ye ba beto both presidential and parliamentary no ya the injunction the aba beto so a ya yatete akyere say jam abato no kra no memene da emma so as the national organizer wadaroma asemi watbi na yanya ye wo from the grassroots form no yen take the sign sa ema so ana beba so
yo Oheneba me da se me chiao wa tiefo no wa hwefo
very good
said the whole can no quick and so you were a fake meeting in the your fake around the 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And in Saka it is Europe Abnado for at the party, you know, about to honor Papugina. Yeah, it's in Libya. And I was record to say court and ma about to honor and muscle. A damning day. And the in as well, when we say delegate list, you are in Sanyan Kai, the Abatuano, Maya Mano, and Masu. And Zaka Krata, no paper means mean code details. If it's a Mino Cassis here, you know, the national chairman, the general secretary, and the legal team, you know, at the home here, or more. As to the full details of the injunction, means me can't want to go and Sakai. I know what General Secretary, National Chairman, a free meeting. That's the head of legal and a lawyer for a war fact. And no cases here. I'm sure they are still in the meeting. To come out with a response. Okay. And then the prayer woman said, "Here are from another 4 days. About one." But injunction are quarter so.
Okay.
Semen about one and muscle. But in me and my full assurance there. They want me to this about one there. Maybe I agree. Any in a swa a bear walk or brand of war in court now for you know. And you said the other thing about one who find. It's not a party media kuma came to the moment. For the respect we have for rule of law in Tino. The lawyers are not put through the rate, you know. Now, or take the appropriate action. Okay. But on the main room, because you say Ube Busame.
Okay.
But my main can cry and someone stand will be that question. You know, be an opana, in fact, a enra. And radio being kept in Mercy. Hello FM.
Okay.
Na omo interview no mo na chese omo information dada say ade about one the beko the injunction there then. Omo busa me say delegate list one something is here to say aspirant maybe threatening to go to court. Ni ano there. But now, if you say, just a normal incendiary, only for me to hear this morning that Omugina quarter, Omutu and Amon, etc. And Pampa and Mri and Amono about to reality, and Saka a legal suit against the past. But the Ojina so said a delegate list and under the kind and my main science, you see. I don't know. I do baby. I know a real fool. Now I am just say Iraq of Grado 4 and then in Crow 4 say or move to that level. Put him Iraq of Grado 4 and buy a pre MP. Ever a year a friend planes enough a year drop on so.
Yeah.
And sir and Amoya what we and here they affecting the banner. Ever. In the parliamentary elections. Because party for no before I be party for and yeah before Kitwa. And Iraq of rather for the Nanko 1% per begin say party for be brave. I hear margins from best say or vote by going to vote for him. It be who the real intention Iraq of rather for and call for at the Baba contest a year abaye. He said delegate list once a year can. And he say a deba papa put in a court. On a ban in church the moon, party for a team in TMG. No more agree a tire of a brand of one in pay for or mode idea we are going to court. No more has or more than Papa B. Emma party no. And now say be binti and a more mobile so bigina. I will about 2 days. The regulations of the NDs, there were delegate list.
Okay.
Delegate list near the year, Juma. There is difference between delegate list and a photo album.
Okay.
Maybe for your national organizer, delegate list na me for a delegate list. Constituency be a polling station be a nipa krono or your executive ni din ni telephone number ni position and not me a friend delegate list.
Okay.
Near the amount. No constituency be a nipa we ubet me a friend. Ubet me na kasa. Unim position kura ukura. Ubet me adia to say or come more was on to a banidi and I won't come. Yang as a national executive, the new national executives led by Johnson Esiedu and Ketia, and the general secretary, Rafifi Kote. A tina meeting, yes, for transparency's sake, even though a delegate list, Yang go ahead to do the friend of photo album.
Okay.
So that Ubi bia over to about bia, the ubi and man because what or the ID card bar or no any ID card no any photo album no picture also a bit me actually ni pakura so also two about any coins or two about
good.
And in the first place, you're mandated as a political party to give a photo album.
Okay. Okay.
Yenya na ye penny ye boka. I had the friend of photo album near the ama assurance in so that Obibia Obelusu Abani Belusu ni fair, Bibi Oba winning the fair. Now, photo album, see me, Oheneba, and Yadi, I'm sorry, I know why you. Delegates, they were what ya plenty of Ubia.
Okay.
And only the two constituency Abba.
Okay.
Any other two region. And I had two national. And ya feel compile delegate list to it's already there.
Okay.
A war. Name photo album in the inniho. And no ye in addition, ye de mauke said me agents, no, a bit me identify. Nipano say I'm pam. Oheneba over to about
when me patcho me bamira. Wadaruma mimisa we say, Wabra motomo de no. Sa photo album no. Yama mubia anani ye
Gabi.
Okay.
I feel it's a novelty. This is the first time and this will be used to the friend of
photo challenges kakra to me about.
We could challenge in pun any yakujina court. Now photo album we Miss Romamin Chirum ye mao photo album. I delegate listener were holding the year Baba Danen or de photo abe.
Okay.
Now, a case will be uncle Chapichan Famra, and non quite alone near Juma Catrata. And the electoral commission database, no. Political parties no access to it because you're now registered.
Okay.
Political party be out. And the and say, yeah, the order, and maybe I'm a chairman for that committee, the organizer. We need the election directorate in the was a compile photo album. No?
Wow.
So in March, yes, February ending, and I expect MI the mandate to say, yen try say you bit me up yet photo album and sign ye the even though enter requirement and it's not part of the regulation.
Okay.
Now to be able to do it, I was here the message comma constituencies, Now only message come from say every delegate be our branch biano on funny voters ID card number and famra.
Wow.
Because voters ID card number and no ye dibe wura easy register no ni yakoyi o picture no
wo ho no
e dia baba be to udino
Wow.
Said ye beya o card na ekura o as a voters register or a voters ID card no. Picture na eda so no enwa na beda o album no din na ye den eda ho no.
Wow.
Na sa ade we very difficult. Enti constituencies no omo ye me kakra na eba asen when omo de beba no. Ni esu de ama IT team no. No so guso omo ye mrantie ne maba wa da party office wo from February, that the scene now no say compiling the voters register. Now, anybody are Cassia Pa. When they say, yeah, your photo album in more than 200 constituencies. Over 2 weeks ago, near 200.
Wow.
Am I decide 200 and all the candidates?
Oh,
and the Dr. Pabrado for. Ninsa Kasa delegate list voters photo album list in over 200 constituencies 2 weeks ago. Ama ya ka kire wo mo se ya ka ne gusu ayeye tem bia be ready bia na be say push dia dey. E dey constituencies ni bebre wo ha. The difficulty in getting omunko to bring voters a voters ID card no is slowing down the system, but that does not mean say photo album you are even to because the photo album ye photo a delegate list which everybody has it as at now. Now Oheneba as at enra na constituencies aka ye bitimi de awie saa de we na outstanding constituencies no Asante region na 4 MI as at enra.
Okay.
Na de ye ni gi sem na sa ya ro ko sem ne say constituency a Dr. Kwabran for free omo de MI.
But me a Dr. Kwabran for to aba omo de MI. Now the constituency now we had information after say obi amfa the ID card voters ID card number and election directorate in the constituency. No more forwarded to the regional directorate. Now regional directorate in Pambre national. Now national yentimi a photo album no ODMI. How do you take the party to court on that ground? One submit you data and Pambai in your own constituency. And you are taking the party to court. Party from Wabra one constituency the yakramai.
On one kasa in the register. On one kasa omu constituency or by 2 about register because data no MI. How do we compile a register for you? We minimum within that camp. Because this is an embarrassment. And also,
yes.
Apart from that, you see, at this point, we don't miss words. And then you guy meeting just to go and sit down on the suit. Meanwhile, meeting, it was supposed to cover a year election. I mean, just about 5 days for us to do this. And look at what announcement.
Now, me who say or the letter be so bremo dated yesterday. And the man replying the letter no one. The reason why I'm inside car the rest of the album no.
You see, Dr. Cobrando for and for are just up to something administratively and so let them ban and the young side.
When Saka reply.
Yeah, my friend said, fake functional executive meeting every Tuesday. And Nipa Wohoni na Dr. Cobrando Fuechi. One of them, the CFA, has been a national organizer of the party. Also, on your way here, the letter Baman, the effect will have to sit on it, especially a matter like that, and take a decision that before effect and better nothing. Or the assembly for court. And the injunction that party, no. So, I dream Benny woo, Trimua, would the yes, and I may say, I can't be him say, and Brani be anywhere see him for photo album when Fanya Day, upon Cotuabaro. The regulations near the bar on TMA or Yaku drew a copy form so they by the contest. Photo album and come.
Now, yes, away in the letter no the buyer before court to the Ebeba and point number 1. was the postponement of the May 13th presidential primaries. Now, and no idea what requesting. Which you let no so dia banwa. And also what case is dia say. Yam for injunction and toso. Wada Roma. We be postpone the election no. And I mum postpone the election no. Na yam for kasensi.
Me no kasa sisi the obetimi answer that question now. The general secretary or the national chairman of the party.
Okay.
And when I make a choice to see a illegal team no and the pros and cons of it.
Okay.
But me and the general to say, Master is not party position.
Okay.
But make me a catch will say 90%. About 12 on Saturday.
But that's a mirror. Yes,
you.
I don't for you, Joseph Yami, and the Atalin Cano. It will be our watch in the bench. Ya Guswa Ubuan. A turning Saturday about 1 hour yet one. Wadaruma continue the process. And Yadia, I could crab ya waka yumo. You bet to me, I'm stop election. Ya bet wabano. Ubenya zero, Ubenya zero. Ubenya wana, Ubenya one. Yeniho, bet wama. Cash in the day. What the bar? You bet Blue Town. A store. You bet what yaw. Uba to me a friend, Waba. Number no and ye be a toso no wada Roma and 10 woba e metiame da bia me catch now and na woba TV no a e ben wo no TV no a e ben wo no woba pe na wo ma TV the volume na go down no watie me wo the phone no to loudspeaker no watie me wo phone no so wada Roma wonya tie me e wo TV no so pe ya you afri so the panel so numbers no e na a good screen ase no woba to me afre na won so waba so bi ama yedi nkomo na ansa na mebie phone lines and I say me famo mama kasa no me sambo kwaku indo ho back de mo mame mom number nwie iwuma no si ye e wo number no apɛ na me bɔ kwaku indo ho wie ya pɛ na masan aba so na feni ya sase ye bie phone lines no e de atomo ano no number no 0208 0204 155 888 0204 155 888 and a 0204 155 944 0204 155 944 Wadaroma over to me afre na wo so abadwumadie so but answer na be for frefo dika no kokwa indo ho yentie we the reason why
be see akonya so eye no me. Another one spiritually is that this sword that we hold, that the presidents hold to swear the oath of office. Pastor, spiritually, you can hold it only twice. Jerry Rawlings held it twice, 92, 96. President Kufuor held it twice, 2000, 2004. President Mills held it once, he died, he left. John Mahama, on the 9th of 24th July, 2012, you held the sword of state and you swore an oath. On the 7th of January 2013, you held the sword of state and swore an oath. You held it twice. Why do you want to hold it 3 times and be a curse upon the country? He cannot. Nana has held it twice. He can't hold it the 3rd time. Why does John Mahama think that Ghana was created for him and that he will come and mess the nation up spiritually and physically?
Spiritual court one no make sure so be a metum yenu. Ofrafo di kan waba udin ba bia okasa free.
Oyari. Najumo Kano. Why will he be so bitter against ex-president Ladi? I know on him sunsuma jumana.
Enim so e konfo.
Ocean enima oyari. Bitina oyari. Najumo Kano papa. Yamu yen. Ebe bombs. Angrani awayari na adu na dunu unza unse enima say tuntumbia betana ni. Oyari papa. Oyari papa. Ebe bombs so.
Medase pa. Ofrafo di kan no. Omo ndi nkura wa fire pa. Hello. Umame sound. Hello. We didn't Rabbi Akasafru.
Akasafru Koko.
Your friend saying?
Yeah. Your friend George.
George me ntio.
Yeah, me igonipa kokwa nyi do na ngasa no. The MPC for the man ska ye sade no.
Mitie wo George.
Aha. Se kokwa nyi do no. Se MPC for the man ska ya. Onko pe no business na. Wa frequent ni mo frequent ni. Ko bota rejade na ko. Omo fa yenye shi. Se ka no waje ade ho frequent ni mo aye ni mu na ho. Bra ye bre na ya asam kitwa. Na no come.
Me da se. George. Hello.
Yeah.
Uni baby akasa free o. What's all kasa free?
Takwan
suayem ne frozen.
You be coffee and
Yo, coffee me and you.
Aha. Of a watching gun. You want it for a watching gun. Tufupa. You go to a national organizer. That would be Papa paying you work and you I can bear 4 days. I got about it. I'm fine. Yes, and got a basu. About the idea about someone to put a control for you. But someone to yet a control for any advice box to tell my ama. Some because you are growing. How could you discover people before the movie party in the agro? But yes, that's for the agro. Who for you to tell what's a rough? What's a rough? What do you when you stay? What do you? Yes, that's to play one. Nobody argues the agro. Most of my mamas are still on Bamono. About me, that's it. Someone to buy a control for the Bamako.
But that's it. Hello. Oh, what do you mean? Hello. I can't you for say about to be and to cry. Mama.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, be a cassafre.
Because every boy.
We.
When you do, Yari Papa. What about them? What did you?
Obi abodam o abodam. Obi abodam o abodam. Hello.
Gumbe.
Me pacho di baby akasa free.
Me di Richard we abokobi.
O kasa free?
Abokobi.
Abokobi yo me enti o me nia.
Eja won design.
Boko pa na so e.
Boko ogojuma.
That's
pese koku tese pacho college omo fra mo ya no but obi an che na je.
Okay.
Omo che na je. Pese me check koku se so no be so the third na ya record that ko books na nkora ni de twan de.
Eno ano.
Right. Ade nsi da ba ebesi.
Odi agro class so John Mahama be so 4 times.
Manu slow. Ebe ko books nkora no be so ade nti onye ready. Ebe ko books be so the third time.
Said the only president I was so the 3rd time.
But mama say we water for no. You are lacking lots of things.
Okay.
You put man this on power. You have a factory of water.
Okay. Yo.
Why?
Yo.
Very important. It's a factory. You have no background too much. It's also developing. You need to join initiate. One year, my run is 1 year, my. Atabu zamanya she. But if I want to go more about, it comes from me be mine.
No, minia. Ne kwan so.
Okay, that's it.
Yo.
All the best.
That's it. Omkusi abatwa wo. Intwitwa na ntwinam. This time, here factory of water region. Factories. You be adwuma. Ame mabunu na tumi enye biaye. Solar Natural Clinic. Yene ne kwa kudi nkomo. Dr. Solomon aye krado. Ya betena se na yabon komo e de afa ho. Na ene enkomo no wasesem kakra. Yenkomra isia.
Yeni wogana ha se Solar Biochemist eye dwumaku a omoye nduro e wogana ha. Dr. Solomon Apiakubi penim kwankyerefo a wagentete Kwame Nkrumah mu na oye research di nupa badwama so nom Ghana fo e ma Ghana fo nya hoden ene mate se waye toothpick ni di yesem no na memede meteye no na etwetwema so eno nti maba bia oye dwuma no aba beto penim kwankyerefo no ena da dwumaku na ano research okoye no toothpick eno de bae imaba me bebisa se denti ana fedie wodi toothpick ena abesan se o my Ghana de menti se obi aye toothpick da yenko na ene nkodi ko bisa na suma semti a wodi toothpick bae sane me ka kire o se me ko Solar Biochemist no bedru ho Dr. Solomon Apia Kubi, any penny quantity for or the Jumekuna. Doc, Boza, yes. Now, with the Menamamati say, why a toothpick? Pamedia, Manshadanian, is a Manshadanian, Nabafi, a person would say me, being tea and me, what fear drone would do toothpick.
May that be in a question, a woman say. Who say Africa and Kanka Ghana mine. Okay. One number baby on West and Pempro, it was a crown, was essential. And I saw to pick near you, so you didn't Pempro. Okay. It's not me who say, yes, yet me any man can get better, sir. And it's a bamboo to pick it me Ghana. Okay. Then the shame in crying. And my mate with this sir to pick a can want somewhere. A yes, so lack bamboo to pick Eddie Abba. We are Ghana here, but you come say. A chum from Sahona. Okay, factory be in a Hona Yakase. Okay, why the BBA? Okay, I will so to go around my shady.
And the only me person de me film. Now me say I'm passing too thick and Ghana. It's young Conaja. Family film
bamboo ni ba ye receive no. Okay, said you go hey, you go pallet tree. Ne buy wa. Enti ese ku twam nketwa. Okay. Enti machine twam nketwa no. Enso say neti. So I say a cutter, and only a deep champion pronoman yet as Nesima. Okay. Now you are Yaba Papai, you tell we are machine win a Papai and pronum, banning Ketua. Okay. Said you who say Shimon, okay, Papai and a pea. Okay. Say Nibiano. Okay. As a pine and Ketua. Okay. Am I? Okay. You are. Sir, I won't say a toothpick. You didn't feel fita na okay ye mfa eche nka ho okay enti afidie we na ye de hyemu a ebe pai mu na a separate eche no okay afimfimfin no okay enti esan se toothpick no emfimfin ye de ye ye mfa eche nka ho okay ti afidie we pai mu no se ne nya no okay ayi mfimfin ni sei amaye okay en na eche ne ye mfa nka ho ni a eno me mfa nka ho eno de matu agu en de be fancy for now no ye betu agu okay eche no you need be dey be say ya yentumu but for now na de okay yenya fita ni say ya okay on say toothpick ya na eyenkuankuru ti sa round shape ne yi no machine we ne de hyemu a na yi we ne nketenkete okay nkuankuru e de amaye okay sanity on say we yi nkuankuru no na e wo wadodo okay enti we twetwam enketo kakra ana de ntete kakra e de mind ti bi say okay ansa na ye free hanoma ya basa fidi we okay we dey all the shame a ebe yi ne nketenkete na ma toothpick length standard to say na dey go to am no na dey am okay ye we are we a polisher efefa ho no me ho no e trontrom na eno nso abegum na afefa ho mo e trontrom okay ye we are efidi we nso e sizing machine na say eno no toothpick na wo unya na ha no ebe shama okay se de be ya ibetimi akwose afidie we nso ye ebra ya polish ho no se ya na efi wo ho ana se intro das na wo we be sheki no na ama ye nya das na ko baby okay na toothpick na kasa baby okay na afa sa ehye maye se be tuma boya na ye tuma kwose ano okay afidie we na ye okay machine we nso so na ye de ese ano both ends say would be timid you sim okay enti ebesi bonkum asinifa amano na yemfefia machine we ye de all right machine we so accounting machine wo de wo bottle no esi ano ha na o press ya na akan quantity na pen abegu na say aha na wudura na say product no o ye wia no to wo kan agum na afọ wia akwa akwa enti machine we so na accounting machine ye can we no finished product na any Solak bamboo toothpick made in Ghana fumesa echem Ghana haya yenya ye yesem bamboo toothpick yen krabium okay let's just say okay yi wusim fayi wusim empanyi wakase be wose atia bisa ene aduro no maba Solak biochemist baby oye bamboo toothpick no eno kre Ghana haya mesra ban sese die yen krabium ne Ghana haya toothpick yen pempro ane de aye Solak bamboo toothpick yi wusem Ghana de fumeso chem bra na beji bi koton Solak bamboo toothpick yi wusem
Ghana has a Solak biochemist, Jumekua, Omiyendru, Ghana ha. Dr. Solomon Apia Kubi, Penny Quanchera, Wajin Tia, Kwame Kumesu Pomu, na oye research, didn't pub drama, so Ghana for, Emma Ghana for Yamode, and ne, Matese, why a toothpick, Nidi, Semono. Na, maybe dear, Meteyeno, na extremaso, and unti, my ba, Bia, or Hedjumano, Ababetu Penny Quanchera for no, and that Jumeku, ano. Research or Koyeno, toothpick, and the buy, Himaba, the baby say, Dainty, and a fedie. Body toothpick and Abesan say, oh my Ghana dear, maintain so be a toothpick that young corner and couldn't Kobisa and Suma Sentia, body toothpick by. Sanya me catcher or say, me cost Solak biochemist and Bedruho. Dr. Solomon Apia Kubi, any penny quantity for or dead Mekona. Doc, Boza, yes. Now, with the Menamamati say, why a toothpick? Pa, me dear, Manshadanian, it's a Manshadanian, Nabafi, a person would say me, dainty and me. What fear drew no do toothpick?
Me das be na ne kwasem ne woman say me hu say Africa en kanka Ghana man okay wonam baby on wese mpempro e wosisi kwa wosisi nsuom na saa toothpick ne ye no so ye de mpempro na ye okay e me hu say yes yetimi ye ne man kadinkiti bete saa e de say bamboo toothpick yetimi ye bi Ghana ha okay ten na she mi nkran e ma metidi saa toothpick e kan wa sem ya e ye Solak bamboo toothpick no e de adwama abadwama
o ye ne Ghana ha
ya ne ye no pati yokumase echem fu me sa hona okay factory be agina hona me gina agina ye kasai okay hwa na bibia okay aye wie nso e betu do agora no ahwa de
ene e wonim me pese o de me fam na me hwese ampasa toothpick ye ne Ghana ha eti yan kwana ja fa me fam ka
be da se pa bamboo ni ba ye receive no okay said ye go hey ye de go pallet sui ne ba ye wowa enti ese ku twam nketwa okay enti machine twam nketwa no enso so sei nete so ana se e kata eno na ye di twitwa mpampro no ma ye esnesini ma ye okay na ye wi a ya ba papai mu ye twitwa wi a machine we na e papai mpampro no be ne nketwa okay se de ohu se hyemu no se e papai na apie okay se ni benya no okay
ese wa pai ne
nketwa okay ama ye okay ye wi a se on se a toothpick no ye de nimfimfin no fita na ye ye mfa eche ne nka ho okay enti afidie we na ye de hyemu a ebe pai mu na e separate echire no okay afimfimfin no okay enti esan se toothpick no emfimfin ye de ye ye mfa eche ne nka ho okay ti afidie we pai mu no se ne nya no okay eyi mfimfin ni sei ama ye okay en na echire ne ye mfa nka ho ni a eno me mfa nka ho eno de matu agu en de be fancy for now no ye betu agu okay echire no you need be dey be say ya yentumu but for now na de yetumu okay ye nya fita ni sei ya okay on se toothpick ya na eyenkuankua ti sa round shape ni yi no machine we ni de hyemu a na yi we ni nketenkete okay nkuankua e de amaye okay sanity on se we yi nkuankua no na e wo wadodo okay enti we twetwam enketwa kakra ana ntete kakra e de mind ti bi sei okay ansa na ye free hanoma ya basa fidi we okay we de all the shemu a ebe yi ne nketenkete na ma toothpick length standard
se na de go to
am no na de ama okay ye wi a we e polisher efefa ho no me ho no e trontrom na eno nso abegum na afefa ho mo e trontrom okay ye wi a efidi we nso e sizing machine na se eno no toothpick na wo unya na ha no ebe hye ama okay se de be ya ibetimi akose afidie we nso ye ebra ya polish ho no se ya na efi wo ho ana se infutro das na wo we be sheki no na ema ye nya das na ko baby okay na toothpick na gasa baby okay e na afa sa ehye ma ye se be kuma boya na ye tuma kose ano okay afidie we na ye okay machine we nso so na ye de ese ano both ends
say would be timid you sim
okay enti ebesi gonkum asinifa
amano na ye mfemfia
ana ye mfemfia machine we ye de all right machine we so accounting machine wo de wo bottle no esi ano ha na o press ya na akan quantity na pen abegu
na say aha na wudura na say product no o ye wia no
to kan egum na afa wia akwa akwa enti machine we so na
accounting machine
ye can we no finished product na any Solak bamboo toothpick
made in Ghana
Fumesa
echem Ghana haya yenya yedi yesem
bamboo toothpick
yen krabium okay na say okay yi wusim fayi wusim empanyi wakase be wose atia bisa ene aduro no maba Solak Biochemist baby a oye bamboo toothpick no eno kre Ghana haya mesra ban sese de yen krabium ne Ghana haya toothpick yen pempro ane ye de aye Solak bamboo toothpick yi wusim Ghana de fumeso chem bra na bedi bi koton Solak bamboo toothpick yi wusim
natural mineral water. Locate us at number 34 Ni Norte Nyanchi Street, Jowulu, or call 050-761-3900 for delivery or for more inquiries. Best wine, caliber of wine and liquor at its best.
A state-of-the-art facility built with your family needs in mind. A medical center positioned for all your fertility problems and other diseases. Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center. Our goal is to help our patients achieve and maintain optimal health. We have fully functional OPD laboratories in all our branches. Do you have problems urinating? Medimosis is the ultimate solution. Our Prostacure X capsules and Prostacure Herbal Tea treat prostate problems. Afromosis capsules gives you maximum performance, and for the ladies, Femacure X capsules solves all your menstrual problems. Locate Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center at Adenta Barrier near the traffic light, Ashaman Ajekojo, Kumasi Ahinima Kokobing, and in Accra Ministries after the Ghana Highways Yard. Call 0244 068 447. We accept National Health Insurance card and all other private insurance card. Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, your ultimate solution for prostate problems.
Yɛdama se ɛsan mo makwaba yɛne ene Madi Jibril ɛna yɛne no ahyia wɔyɛ former deputy national organizer ya yɛne no ahyia yɛne no ɛbɛwɛdi nkɔmɔ ene ɛde afade ɛkɔsoɔ ɛne de asisie ɛwɔ Ghana ha. A lot of issues ɛna asisi a ɛne de ɛwɔ sie de nkɔmɔ yɛ fa ho madi akwaba na bɔkɔ
enye boko for both on minor and the FSABC against the party in Ria AC. Ain't me say boko sir. Wow. Ain't me say boko.
Yes, chef from the angle of baby now we are. NDC Amanyoku Dr. Dufour at the party no akwakwina court. What do we John Dramani Mahama kwakwina court? What the Kojobu nso akwakwina court? Amfane ho anyina court no bi. What the general secretary, IT director of election, ene empanimfo a wo mu nyina no, what do wo mu nyina no akwakwina court apart from the national chairman. Yaka nyina no do mo akwakwina court. Based on the what the akwakwina court or kan ho asemi. Yene Joseph Yami edin komo as the chairman of the we in charge dot abono a ye no wono na dasa ekuo na no yene no edin komo na yene Malik Basentali so edi enkomo ede afa ho ade a ekosue e wo party mu obi a hu ne se me de me hu ne se enkabi ma me kabi no ene ye practice ayefe ye mo yensem ana hu na ada we
Oheneba, I'm sad.
Why?
I'm very sad because party ye building.
Yeah.
I'm penny for a starting party we wanted to build this party to the level. Only me say sir, there was some two party in penny for you. Two boy train. Na oma kamasa machirao. And so now what take any step obe take it.
Okay.
Until that, everything say the court case we are. I was shocked because in the year na year before team as a committee, election committee. Let me count. In fact, I share more on Thursday, based on the last week, based on the photo album issue. On by no go through photo album no. Actually, challenges now go through on the projector.
Represented by,
in fact, before the conformance and by.
Okay.
Kojobunsu Eddie ni Rebako Ebaye.
Okay.
Reverend Lillian. And a friend of Bampi ever represented John Dramani Mahama.
Okay.
With the committee. And the Romoko two of the my friends saying album no. Amamu tiasie album challenges na album no etromo ne ntia kwapa chair ye ne ntia bomusen crofo bi menu baba ko ne pictures because obi a my information our grounds no on my one enipa mienu e use one voter ID NMI. So it is able to generate 2 pictures. But don't say a duplication of the register. Okay. But party no as if we know say we be see dada. Inti aye remedy to it. So obi abeto ababia no wodi ni voter ID NBeba.
Okay.
Abekire. Inti we a enya ade a eye ade bone. But ni na no say ya wo delegate list a ye dia ma aspirants. At the time na ye vetting obi a qualify from vetting and the friends a voter delegate in edition musa.
Delegate list no.
Delegate list no.
Time we are vetting.
You vetting sa na your friends your guidelines no. Say omu wie qualify because delegate na am for was am delegate a man for ye say omu na ebeto aba.
Okay.
Into ko share omu. Into delegate in the list ma wo ko na ko say we asimesi ni anyway tini. Since that the delegate list ni ma before any aspirants no. Obia other writing phone call and I say nkomodi krapo nobody has ever raised issue on the delegate list. Nobody. In fact, this is the delegate is based on that. Who say who show a campaign no because of delegates indoors nti. Omo share omo or sorry they mu or hall.
Yeah.
If you are not delegate, you don't enter any aspirants hall mo.
Wow.
You know, almost had omo ye no. Just say obi a onum say abro any bay into no bay here into o chesika keke. And I say o semre. Nobody has come to tell us say you could do as awase in someone for the who yantimi engage in for. One good thing about for AV amount for him. Kumewu you say acclamation. Before talk about Kumewu. Yeah, acclamation no. What call you as a delegate? Echo deny acclamation to the aspirants, you know, believing the delegate list.
Okoye as
that's a delegate. Because you're a delegate. And he confirms say delegate list where ye na dear to mu. 2. They buy a contest election the next constituency. Roboso. They be dear to mu where ye juma. So what yes? So when we made them and gave them the album, they say 228. Intercar 47. Nani na free because of information now. But the GDP say ebe do Monday, ebe the remaining 47 no adiama. Nti a fair meeting. If I mean I'm fair meetings no crapo. But the first one, all I mean say crafo we or more meeting. I'm fair on first day phone call no. He said me friend no was say me got your letter 10 reminding the meeting. Yeah.
Why me?
Kukubo.
Why?
Kofi Kukubo. So me catch I will remind of the meeting. So what I can do when you say my friend make seek any view, make text message. So I do a text message or reminder on delegate list. Friends say come once. On bar meeting on Monday. That is why people must understand this thing very well. On bar meeting, no meeting bia ko or mind bia say oh yeah meeting. So bar meeting there. Now but the next day meeting, you read the minutes of yesterday, last meeting, no.
Yeah.
Do the corrections, then now accept the minutes, you know. Now, every fear, no, now prepare, respond against the minutes never ready.
The previous one.
I'm saying the previous one, any ready, no command full stop, a deal, no marriage outro or soft copy. And you read the minutes in a correction, no matter any, and they are respond, they are telling to the chairman of the election committee. They say, or we are one check. He say, "Oh man, say no, respond." So at least politics. Nanka mrakwan so nanka will not deal with it. But we say, okay, let's print it. It's a print here. Like I say, issues now we mu krapo no. In yes, mu respond. Mu did another information and a eba. Inti sana akoye no. Yantina haya nka say respond. Yes, abaka say bia yan hie hu adwuma. Inti ebe ya meeting e ba nde no. Monday ndro Monday no. Okay. Yentu sheda. Na I say election so yan yan nti. Yan fan short na. That is in there. Now in there no. Because yen person nsisi obi anti. Ye person yen to ya bu yen solve problem no. So more as teams, you know, all aspirants reps, you know, put yourself in readiness. Time be a frame for the meeting because time in you. Let me say 2 o'clock. Even to be weird, you know. So give us that time, you know. That you are here meeting to conclude issue here. That here say a court say even the part of the case, you know, say we have refused them information and more pay. And I believe that our lawyers will deal with the issues, but remember, I'm sad. I'm sad, and I want to advise Obia. In the future, anybody is going to contest election as a flag bearer. So, Sika, think twice and look at the people who will advise you to forgo elections. Those who think that in elections are say, if you can even test their minds and know whether they are fit to advise you on that one. But apart from that, dear, what I've seen today, among for friends saying we not do for court. For the first time, minim bonia ojo bonswaye. Say what you about minting na wa see you no dey minim. Minim bonia John Dramani Mahama aye. To see him say you're attaching it to the suit of the issue. I am sad to see that one. Bonnie Ben, because we have not declared any elections to against, so somebody say we are benefiting on the elections, you know. You understand? In fact, the evidence interact about what one interesting thing I see here. Also, ballot printed of the ballot printed. Okay. Based on delegate list now, it is based on that one we print the register. And they were up to the game at the agency buyer. After that, they put their sales. One of the aspirants came on Monday. Like I said, only one to me and sales and tomorrow. Omo Kacha said that be elections the Mrana party to on Yensisa. So you see the same persons from Monday, Tuesday, my Thursday, I engage you. Friends, Monday, I engage you. Then you went to court today. Then you ask yourself, say, Oheneba, then put an amount for contract ben and amount for kwaje.
The person may read this suit, no na ye share and someone or more a kind of war suit no na you're taking one after the other and you say when you so be what you work cano because my share and seminal any charges are more ejina and I think say here a lot of clarification and what say you did home and come oh dear crana PDS we omoyemi yeah what say one what say the plaintiff claim is for one a declaration that the photo album register is issued by the first and second defendant to the plaintiff on the 4th of May 2023 as the primary document for conducting the internal primaries election of the National Democratic Congress on the 13th of May is incomplete and inaccurate. B, an order directing the first and the second defendant to prepare and deliver a complete and accurate photo album register to the plaintiff and other presidential aspirants of the National Democratic Congress at least 5 weeks ahead of the election to enable the aspirants carry out the needed verification of the photo album register. C, an injunction restraining the first and the second and the fifth defendant from conducting the internal presidential elections of the National Democratic Congress on the 13th May 2023 pending compliance with Relief B Superior. And 3, which is the D, cost. Cost. Abaka. And the last one will say only any other reliefs the honorable court may deem fit. So we one photo album no match the movie. Without the photo album no yen to me conduct election one.
In fact, anybody who says the photo album is a prime document, anyone to for.
Was say the photo album is a primary document. Well, listed was say okay, a primary document for conducting the internal presidential election of the National Democratic Congress.
I wish that any of the arguments they were able to quote NDC guideline cancer.
Hey.
Yes, if they're able to quote anywhere in the guideline, say the primary document a photo album.
Guideline be cancer.
Maybe they be. And our election is governed and conducted based on the friends say. In fact, what they are doing is say, he said, Imam original Moxa, what the Bible April 2 was already.
What the Bible April 2 was
That's what they are doing. They are using Bible to lead prayers in the
Muslim community.
Only you see elect EC rule and they respond to NDC guidelines. Oh yes.
That is a case in a dead one.
Mankase no, Mankase idea time say no bia. Ada me chira mo ade suade me no mo suade.
Ya nkwe.
Emi no suade. Nti we say wako fa ne say won ko ye agent we be as a pooling agent we be or create problem.
Oh,
I'm telling you. Any person of such person now, what do you say? What law you use to argue at a point? We create a problem. We no hope what is you? If you were the contract, if you escape, you also was issue account.
It will matter that doctor.
Mankasa or the on so if you also if you go school maybe.
Okay. Number 2. An order directing the first and the second defendant to prepare, to prepare and deliver a complete and accurate photo album
per their issue. Which means even this will be accepted. The election will go around July. Because almost you have to give somebody register 5 weeks before.
5 weeks.
So if it's prepared,
5 weeks.
If you prepare and then deliver, how long will that take?
Sir, 5 weeks. No? 5 weeks. No? Okay, now no suspend the man. Sadly, we qualify now.
Say
you suspend it.
And suspend it. One suspended. Delegate list, you know. How did we prepare the delegates? How do we prepare the delegate list? That's another issue. How do you prepare delegate list? Delegate list, branch elections. Branch elections, which every party stakeholder involves. In fact, when we were preparing this delegate list, if started say branch elections, I believe they do play a very critical role in that one. Supported and gave money, and even participated in the auditing of the register at the branch registration and elections.
Yeah, okay.
Say why you way? So at that point, you know, has they ever raised issue on that list since that day?
The register.
The delegate list, no. And the two are constituency executives.
Na time omutu abayi constituency executive. Photo album be na mu use.
Yeah, use photo album. In fact, we have never used photo album for our elections. In fact, the issue, and they say delegate list in a issue. And the national chairman, general secretary feels in our party feels no being can say yes, no crab. Or monfa any friend say
photo
and fanka we know. So I agree with the group say the person is bringing a voter ID. So you enhance it. Enhance the system. And no ejuma any Inti ya voter album na 220 almost 220 amount. Monday or year 47 na amount we
okay. Now adding na mo no process am start here mu wie mama GM 200 and we say 220 228 make a process ni na no all the
275
okay all the 275 constituency ni na no mo dia ma GM 275 ni na no mo dia ma kodwo bonsu and mama no dia 200 dia ka no wan
in fact that was even first day of their assumption say ya ma obi mo issues, you know. And I believe the Reverend Lydian